Nothing is more compelling than the Count of Monte Cristo. It is a fun, swashbuckling adventure about a man who is falsely accused of a crime, successfully escapes prison, and then goes about getting revenge on those who inflicted their pain on him. At a glance, the story seems like a very simple one. But as you go through the story, you begin to understand that there are a lot of complexities in it, and it actually addresses a lot of things that are very important. For example, the character himself is a good man. Not only is he a good man, he suffers because of that. And the fact that this story opens up on this and then spends, for the functional part, the majority of this man's life basically trying to undo what was done, seems like it would be a simple way of just saying, this story says, don't get revenge. Trying to get your revenge is a waste of time. But it's actually a bit more complicated than that in itself, because it also explores the reality that, in a form, revenge is actually just a different style of vengeance or justice. In many ways, justice is not necessarily just. It is about us trying to find a way to balance the scales, to correct what was wrong. And in that point, this is what the story is about. He spends his time trying to make sure that the people who did wrong are punished. And he doesn't necessarily seek it out for his own well-being, but rather to correct things, to balance things. And he suffers for it, and as he suffers, he goes through a process of realization that he has basically wasted the majority of his life thinking about this. This is something we can often see on the internet. It is a very common idea to push, that if you spend even 1 second of your life thinking about someone else and what they've done to wrong you, you have simply wasted that time. It is better to spend your energy trying to improve yourself, to help yourself, rather than to seek harming someone else in an attempt to make things better. It is tempting to say that that's the entire story, but the book is massive, one of the largest I've ever read, and it is very thorough. It does an amazing job of walking you through every single possible detail. It does a good job of maintaining tension, drama, all of the standard elements you would expect to see from a good story, and one that stretches over so many pages is just a delight to read. I would highly recommend anyone to read this book.